The question the Major asked about these emails, Carl, he asked point blank to Robert Gibbs, do you think that flag at whitehouse.gov, and that's the site that people were asked to send these fishy emails, information about, you know, the health care debate, that's where they were asked to send them to, that has been shut down. Robert Gibbs says, well, it was just consolidated onto Reality Check, a different part of the website. It wasn't shut down for any nefarious reason. You buying that?
Yeah. Well, I'm not. Look, let's step back for a minute. There's a bigger issue here, which is a lot of people are getting emails, a viral email from David Axelrod sent off of the White House servers to people who never signed up to get this kind of material from the White House. I've gotten a number of emails from people who have expressed amazement that they, as opponents of the president's health care plan, got this without signing up at the whitehouse.gov website to receive these kind of materials. We have not gotten an answer to that. I think the White House has a real problem here. I think they have potentially violated the federal laws that prohibit the White House from engaging in lobby activity. Somebody at the White House has been sending out these emails. We need to figure out who they have been sending it to and how they got the names and email addresses of so many people who didn't sign up at the White House. I think they may have, somewhere in that new media section at the White House, somebody with a background from Google or one of these big operations that knows how to go out there and do some drift mining, DriftNet mining of email addresses and tossing them into the White House system and proactively sending out messages to people who didn't ask for them. And that is, frankly, a violation of federal law.
You talk about the violation of federal law when it comes to lobbying, Carl, but you know more about this than any of us. Give me an idea of, there's also some kind of an advertising law in there as well, lobbying and advertising.
The White House, yeah.
Go ahead.
The White House is prohibited under federal law from lobbying, and that means that you can't go out and advertise. You can't go out and ask people to advertise on your behalf. You cannot, if somebody is advertising on behalf of an administration initiative, you can know about it, but you can't exercise any control over it. You can't write the copy. You can't tell them where to go. You can't do anything like that. You can't make any decisions about it. Somebody clearly has written an email at the White House that has been proactively sent out over David Axelrod's signature to a large number of people, and that's a problem. They also have advertising that is being done on behalf of administration initiatives where members of the White House staff are quoted in newspapers as having seen the advertising and having rewritten the scripts and made changes to them. That seems to me to be crossing the line. In the Bush White House, the counsel's office told us if you were ever asked to opine on whether or not a particular advertisement should be shown, don't do it. Don't change a comma, don't change a period, don't change a word. Don't act as a judge that appears that you're making a decision about that advertisement, because that's a violation of the law.
Carl, we've got 1 minute till the top of the hour, so if I can ask you very briefly on this. Both
Sure.
Brad Blakeman for Politico and the LA Times opinion piece have said, if Karl Rove had done this, there would be calls for his resignation. I mean, there would be pillorying in the public square.
Yeah. Look, I'd be on a cart being dragged down Pennsylvania Avenue on top of a bunch of hay, being taken to a giant mound of firewood where I'd be tied to a post, and Nancy Pelosi would take a pitch of a lighted pitch and throw it onto the firewood if I had done this. I mean, look, this is amazing to me what these people are able to get away with. If the Bush White House had done this, you're right. Harry Reid and Nancy Pelosi would have had me out for a little barbecue on the National Mall, and it wouldn't have been I would have been the meal, not the participant. Right.